This video will describe how to format your SEDD file to report confirmation analyses in FUDSChem. This formatting will be useful for an analysis in a method that's reported from a different instrument, column, detector, or wavelength. Setting up the SEDD file is necessary for reporting surrogates associated with the analyses. Let's go to Tools, Data Submission. If you are running an analysis in which target analytes are reported off of two columns, you may have the same surrogate reported off of both columns. The SEDD file will need to be formatted to allow FUDSChem to recognize surrogates from both columns. Otherwise, you will encounter the ChemLab uniqueness error when screening your file under Tools, Data Submission. In this example, this error is being flagged because the surrogate is reported for each column's analysis, and the screening check identifies the two surrogate results as potential duplicates of each other. We will go over how to properly report surrogates for both columns in order to avoid this error. For more information on uploading and troubleshooting SEDD files, please refer to our laboratory playlist, linked in the description. Let's open our SEDD file to discuss the necessary formatting. For each analysis, a separate analysis node is needed. The analysis types will need to be unique. The valid values for the different analysis types can be viewed by going to Reports, ADR and Submissions, Valid Value Lists. We'll choose SEDD 5.2 2A5 as our data table. Then choose Analysis Type as our data type and click View Report. For our first analysis node, we used initial as the valid value for our analysis type. For our second analysis, we are able to use any of the available options, as long as we choose something other than initial. For example, we could use reanalysis-01. Back in our SEDD file, we can see that we are using confirmation in this case. Before we discuss further, let's refer to the SEDD modifications for FUDSChem document. To locate it, let's go to FUDSChem.com, Resources, System Documentation. If we jump to the Analysis Type Requirements section, we will find clarification about how the analysis types are handled for multiple analyses. We've already chosen confirmation for our analysis type, so we can keep moving. Let's take a look at the Analysis Group ID as described in the Analysis Batch Identifiers section. We can see that the Analysis Group ID is used in FUDSChem SEDDs to identify the analytical batch number. Back in our SEDD file, we'll ensure that our Analysis Group ID is populated with the analytical batch number in both the Analysis node as well as our Reported Result node. If the confirmation is being performed on a dual-column instrument, the Analysis Group ID will be the same for both analyses. If the confirmation is being run on a different instrument, the Analysis Group ID will be distinct for that instrument's analytical batch. We will lastly note that the Reported Result node for each target analyte will be linked to the correct analysis node by the Lab Analysis ID. We can see that the same Lab Analysis ID is listed for both this analysis node and this Reported Result node, meaning they are linked. Formatting this type of method in this manner will allow for the surrogates to be differentiated in separate analyses, and they will be evaluated as such. If we go back to FUDSChem, we can find additional information about this topic and a simplified version of the SEDD file formatting by going to Help, SEDD Troubleshooting. The section that will be most helpful in this case, Confirmation Analysis SEDD Formatting, is at the bottom of this page. Don't forget to subscribe to the FUDSChem YouTube channel for more tutorial videos. All of the tutorials and playlists mentioned during this video are linked in the description below. Lastly, if you have questions or comments, feel free to contact us at fuds.support@synectics.net. Thank you.